In the efforts of maintaining full transparency, I want to make a tiny smaller video to upload alongside the main one that I'm going to be posting, just explaining what went wrong with this rifle. So, I was humbled pretty hard because I have a friend of mine who's an actual gunsmith, class 2 license, everything. And I took this into him after I finished building it, and there were several parts that I personally did mess up on. I didn't torque it properly. I'm very new to hand tools and just building things with my hands in general, so I didn't quite know a lot of the tips and tricks that a lot of industry professionals know right out the gate. So I was able to assemble it. I got it together right, but there were just a few things that I could have done better, if that makes sense. But there were also some parts that just didn't function properly out of the box, and my friend did tell me which ones those were. So, when I brought it into him, in the main video, I mentioned how the bolt catch just didn't function. So, the bolt catch that they sent in the kit, the spring was too short. So it didn't work for an AR-10 because AR-10s are bigger. It had an AR-15 spring. So that was one issue. Another major issue that we were having, which didn't really present itself until I took it over to his place and he actually put his bolt into my gun to make sure it functioned properly. The forward assist was forged incorrectly, and for some reason the claw that you use to push the bolt forward in case of a malfunction was way too long. It was like 1.5 millimeters too long. So functionally, the forward assist was acting as the bolt catch. That was a very weird malfunction. So he ended up just replacing the forward assist entirely, which I never would even have occurred to me that was a problem. So we got a new forward assist. And I have the... I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it on camera, but a little bit. Yeah, you see where the silver is? That's actually where the bolt was getting caught on the forward assist, which was causing the entire bolt to get stuck and not cycle properly. So I'm glad that I kept that so I can actually show you. Other than that, those were the two biggest ones, but there's just a bunch of other components of this rifle that just feel very cheap. The magazine release feels incredibly cheap. It has a bunch of marring just from the installation. It feels like it's made out of freaking tinfoil. The magazine, or not the magazine, the safety selector has a funny little third option right here. There's it has safe, semi-auto, and semi-auto, which is not really affecting the function. It's just kind of funny. But aside from those two major things, the bolt catch and the forward assist, the firing pin retainer, for some reason when I was putting the pin back in, I had the bolt so that the cam pin was aligned forward so that the bolt was out, and like how you're supposed to. And when I put the retaining pin back in the hole, it got stuck on something, and then when I tried pulling it out, it just cracked in half. So that's what happened to that. I really have no idea why that could have happened, but everything is good in the end. It cycles properly. Probably gonna get a new charging handle at some point. I've already thrown on another stock that I had laying inside of my box. Hopefully that's okay. I threw on the scope that I got earlier in this course just so it looks better. I put on this little hand stop just to make it feel like more of a proper full build in the meantime while we're working through this course. But if you see a couple of parts change out throughout the process of this class, do not be surprised. I'm not very impressed with what DPMS sent. I've cooled down, but thank you for extending my project, and have a wonderful day.